Hey good people, welcome back to Frizz and Fragrance. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. Y'all, the new House of Oud just arrived. It is called Guilty Crush. I haven't even taken it out. I have not smelled it. I don't know what I'm gonna think. So if you wanna just hear a description of the fragrance and see my overall first impression, keep on watching this video and let me know what you think. Come on down the fragrance rabbit hole with me because we smell good over here. All right, let's get into it. So how are you? I'm excited, and let me tell you why. When I saw that the House of Oud was releasing a new fragrance, I was just like, damn, I already know I can't get it because the fragrance is $240. But I was scouring the internet and found this site called Beauty Live, and I will link it in the description box. And I paid like $115 for it. I don't know why it was on sale. I don't know why it was that price. I even looked to see if it was a legit site, you know, and everyone said it was. So I ordered it and it arrived today. So I'm so happy to be smelling this with you. I do have 3 other scents from the House of Oud, and I only get these when I can get them on sale. I think I got these from So Avant-Garde, and I'll just talk about these a little bit at the end to just see if there's any similarities, but I really don't think there's going to be any similarities. The House of Oud is a niche fragrance house and they are extremely unique. So let's go ahead and hear about Guilty Crush. Now first I'm going to just show you the packaging here. So you can see it says the House of Oud. It has a little pull tab right here, and look at this. I just wanted this off the bottle alone. It's so pretty. There is a little pamphlet in here. It doesn't talk about the fragrance itself, but it says the House of Oud celebrates freedom of expression through the launch of a new line of perfumes, and there's some other information on there. All right, let's just look at this and then we'll go into the description. I love these little eggs. I call them eggs or hot air balloons. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but they're so cute. Zoom in there so you can see it up close. This one just looks like it's gonna be such a girly girl fragrance. What does it say on here? It says you are a star. Oh wait, on this side it says you are a star. And then this side says dream gorgeous. So these fragrances, and I moved these downstairs, but I think I'm gonna leave them upstairs. They're just so beautiful. They're definitely statement pieces. So you are getting like artwork when you buy this. So they do have travel sizes. I actually have one right here. The travel sizes aren't as exciting, but the packaging is still really nice. This is Empathy, and I don't really like this one. But I think these are 7.5 mLs, but the regular size comes in 75 mLs. And this is the Eau de Parfum made in Italy, and it has a 36-month shelf life. All right, so I'm gonna go to the Fragrantica website. They do have the same product description as the House of Oud website. I already checked, and I love to read this, so you can skip past this if you don't want to, but I like to hear what the vision is behind the fragrance. So here goes. The crazy ingredient lights us up. Lipstick. Guilty Crush dresses in transgression and projects us into a universe where everything is allowed. An intriguing fragrance capable of recreating the unmistakable scent of lipstick. A touch of color on the lips, and it is immediately charm, confidence, and positivity. We wear it and feel free to pursue our desires, indulge our instincts, and live our emotions without regrets. A composition with an enveloping creaminess in which the scarlet notes of black cherry and wild strawberry blend with champagne in a seductive cocktail, and alternate with the voluptuous petal of rose and jasmine, and then explode into a base of warm and intoxicating scents. This is probably my new Stanley cup because I think I left my other one at church, and then I was like, I don't even know if they're gonna find it. Ooh, I love this color. I love this color. It's called Alpine. Anyway, that's not why y'all here. Let me move over and I'm gonna pull up the fragrance notes. And you know what? I meant to go grab it when I went downstairs. I'm gonna have to go back. I do have one other perfume that has that lipstick kind of note, and that's Lipstick Fever by Juliet Has a Gun. So oh, I have it up here because it was in my perfume tray. Yes, so I will compare it to that at the end. Okay, gosh, things just all work out. So for the notes, we have top notes of wild strawberry, black cherry, and champagne. For the mid, we have lipstick, rose, and jasmine. And for the base, we have musk, vanilla, benzoin, and cedarwood. So I'm not really sure exactly what makes that lipstick note. I was thinking like raspberry or something like that. I'm gonna have to see what's in the Juliet fragrance, but for right now, we are gonna smell this, y'all. I'm gonna spray it in the air, and then I'm gonna spray it on my cloth, and then I'm gonna spray it on me. Here we go. Okay. Okay, hold on. I don't know how they're accomplishing this. So it smells like strawberry and cherry, and it smells like lipstick, and it smells like rose. That's all I'm getting right now from just smelling it in the air and then smelling it on the cotton. And then I'm gonna spray it on me so we can really get that dry down. I don't know how they're accomplishing this, this lipstick note, but it is definitely there, and I really like that. Now, I think that it smells a bit medicinal in a way, but I like it. I like that. Some people might not like something that smells medicinal, but I'm getting something that smells a little bit medicinal, and I think it might be having to do with the cherry, possibly. All right, I'm gonna spray this on the skin. Not too much, because I told you I've been having problems. Yeah, something in here also smells a little bit like a spice. Not, I want to say cinnamon, but cinnamon I think is going to evoke people to feel like that's strong, but it's not. There's something in here that's giving me cinnamon though. And let me see what benzoin smells like. I would have to really let this dry down to see if I'm smelling the cedarwood or anything like that. I'm not even really smelling the jasmine, but I definitely smell the notes that I said. Strawberry, black cherry, lipstick, and rose. And then it might be something with the rose. I'm not sure. Let me look up benzoin because I don't know what that smells like. So benzoin has a rich, warm, sweet, and vanilla-like aroma. And it says that it can also have subtle notes of honey, caramel, almond, freshly roasted coffee, and florals like carnations. So in my mind, I would say that this would be more almond and not vanilla. Okay, for me, this is a yes. I really like this, but I don't think that this is a blind buy worthy scent at all. I wouldn't blind buy this at all. I wouldn't, but I have no problem with it. And I was thinking about, I got this scent from Future Society called Haunted Rose, and that's very rose heavy. And rose is I'm very finicky about rose, but I really like that one. And I think that those two would pair so beautifully together. I would even love to have more vanilla with this, but this is pretty rose heavy in my opinion, actually. Now, the more that I smell this, so let me see what fragrance family this is in so we know. They're calling this, let's see. They're saying that this is powdery, fruity, sweet, rose, musky, cherry, vanilla, woody, and then champagne, and then white floral. I wouldn't say powdery. It's fruity, but it's not like juicy. It's not like a gourmand. This is not a gourmand fragrance to me at all. It's very rose, but I like it. I like the lipstick note in here. I really wish I knew how they accomplished the lipstick note, but I'm into it. But there's something that's like cinnamony in here a little bit. but I would definitely get my hands on a sample. There are samples in multiple places. Lucky Scent, I know, has samples. They were out and then they came back, and I had already bought the full size, but I don't really oh, wait a minute. Benzoin is as suave as vanilla and has a touch of cinnamon to it. Girl, you know, sometimes you gotta toot your own horn, because I'm like, I know I'm smelling something kind of cinnamon in here. I'm trying to think of what season I would. This one, I think you could wear this one all year round, and I think you could layer it to make this more gourmand for the like winter months if you wanted that, fall or winter. But to me, this is giving me spring vibes, like not super hot summery weather, but it's giving me spring or maybe even fall. I like it. I do. All right, I don't really know what fragrance family this is, but it's definitely, people may say a fruity floral, but to me, that fruitiness that I smelled at the beginning is gone. This is really settling down into a beautiful rose, and not like a mature rose, but like a real authentic rose fragrance, which, like, if you've ever smelled rose essential oil, I love the way that smells. Like, that's the kind of rose I like, and that's what's in this, and that's what I liked about the Future Society Haunted Rose fragrance that I purchased. Like rose vanilla, that's what's really coming out. Rose vanilla, like the little touch of cinnamon, which I think is the benzoin. So I think this scent is really cool. I do. It definitely leads feminine, and if you don't like rose, I just don't think this is going to be the one for you, but I like this. So what I want to do now is I want to grab Lipstick Fever from Juliet Has a Gun. Lipstick Fever, I can already tell you, smells totally different, but I just want to compare it because that's the only other fragrance that I have that has that type of note. So, so I am back, and I grabbed Lipstick Fever from Juliet Has a Gun, and I also grabbed the Haunted Rose from Future Society, and I did do a review about the Future Society fragrances. I did like the sample set because they're very niche as well. Let's go to Fragrantica and check out the notes for Lipstick Fever. Okay, so Lipstick Fever is described as a floral fruity, and I don't know why they don't have the fragrance family for Guilty Crush, but that's okay. Now, this one has top notes of raspberry and violet, middle notes of iris and patchouli, and base notes of cedar and vanilla. So both of these fragrances have the cedar in the base and the vanilla. So I just want to compare. Guilty Crush has strawberry, whereas Lipstick Fever has raspberry. So these are two completely different fragrances. I have to say, as much as I like Lipstick Fever, I think I like Guilty Crush better. There's something that feels very soft and very romantic about Guilty Crush. Lipstick Fever is almost like a woody raspberry, but I still really like it a lot though. But they both have that lipstick kind of smell to it. I don't know how they accomplish it, but it's in both. But they're two completely different fragrances, so don't think that the lipstick note is gonna make these two smell similar. This one to me is just a lot more woody than, I'm sorry, Lipstick Fever is a lot more woody than the Guilty Crush. Okay, and then I have Haunted Rose here. I'm gonna spray that. The rose in Guilty Crush really reminded me of the rose in Haunted Rose. I might be wrong, but let's see, and then I'll get the notes. Yeah. These will go great together. Again, Guilty Crush has a little something more to it. This one's really rose heavy. Let me pull up the notes. Haunted Rose is actually a floral green fragrance, and we have top notes of saffron and black pepper, middle notes of rose and passion fruit, and base notes of sandalwood and ambroxan. And I don't even smell all of that. I really just smell the rose, but it's very similar. The House of Oud just has a little more to it, and I'm really happy with this purchase. So overall, I don't have any regrets on having this as a full size. In addition to liking the design of the egg, I really like the fragrance, and I can see myself layering this with a lot of things that I have. But I would say floral fruities, like maybe like the Carolina Herrera's. I have those sitting out because I want to compare them to something else that I have. Even just a regular vanilla scent, like putting it with maybe like vanilla skin. I think that's going to be great together. So really excited to layer this one and wear it on its own. I like it. It is not a safe blind buy. Now, would I layer these with any of the other House of Oud scents that I have? I don't think so. I'm just gonna tell you about them really quickly. My favorite is What About Pop? And this is just caramel, popcorn, vanilla. It's just one of my favorite scents of all time. I ran through a travel size of this and then I was like, I have to find this, and I found it on sale. I just never ever want to be without What About Pop. It is so beautiful if you like gourmands. Huh?
How much of the pie?
No, there's only 2.
What?
There was only 2.
No more.
No.
What 2?
That's it. There's no more. That boy can eat. I also love Keep Glazed. Keep Glazed, I always describe this. This is a floral fruity too. And now this one reminds me of something in the Carolina Herrera Good Girl family. Not Good Girl, not the first one. I'm talking about the one Good Girl Glam and Very Good Girl. I should have said that. Those floral fruities, that's what Keep Glaze reminds me of. So I could possibly try these two together. Let me just get the notes, because this one, like I said, is woody Fruit Loops. So we've got mango, strawberry, there's whipped cream in here, there's coconut and ginger, but I don't really smell all of that in this fragrance. I just smell a lot of fruit and a lot of woods, and it's really good. But I don't even think I would want to, I don't want to layer Keep Glaze with anything else. So that's a no. Now, it could possibly go with Bon Bon Pop, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Bon Bon Pop is another, like, it's a gourmand, it's really creamy. Let me pull up the notes so you can understand. This one has notes of peach, coconut, and bergamot. We've got middle notes of patchouli and jasmine, which I never really get to patchouli and jasmine. Maybe a little bit of patchouli. But there's also like brown sugar, amber, and musk in here. A little bit of woods. So these might go, but I just think that the House of Oud fragrances are just so, they're like, I don't know if you would describe a fragrance as charismatic, but they're just so unique. I don't really have the desire to layer these with each other, but I would layer them with something that has like a single note. So like I was saying, maybe with Vanilla Skin, because Vanilla Skin is really just vanilla. You know, there's other notes, but that's what we get from Vanilla Skin. Haunted Rose, there's other notes, but you really are just getting that rose. Vanilla 28. Like, I don't want to complicate it by layering it with something else and just take away from the uniqueness of these fragrances, because they're just so special. So that's what I think about Guilty Crush. This is my first impression. So I will be doing a short perfume like tray for the rest of the month. I still have to go over the perfumes that I wore in May and June because time kind of got away from me. But I'm gonna do like a little mini perfume tray to talk about what I want to wear during the remainder of July. So I will be talking about Guilty Crush in here as well. But I cannot say that I recommend it, just because I just think it's different, and I'm not sure if everybody would like that lipstick note. But I personally, like, for my nose, I really like it, but I'm surprised at how much I like it, because what I thought was gonna stand out with the fragrance, that's not what I'm getting on the dry down. And like I said, it's like a rose cinnamon with a little bit of a lipstick note. The lipstick note is not the strongest part of the fragrance. So I'm a little bit surprised that I still like it as much, even though it doesn't smell the way I thought that it was gonna smell. So I hope that makes sense. I recommend purchasing a sample. of this, especially. This one's not blind buy worthy. I do hope that this really helped you decide, because we can get really thrown off by the packaging. Like, we really can, because like, who wouldn't want something that looks like this? It looks really beautiful. And part of the reason why some of us do buy fragrances and buy the full sizes is because we do want the bottles, but it's not worth having if you're not going to wear it. Nobody wants to just sit there and look at it, because then I'm gonna be mad. So hopefully this helped, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one. I'll have much more coming soon. I hope this was therapy for you. You know it always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all really soon. Bye.